Okay, so these are the your turns, so they're very similar to the ones we just worked for the examples. We're going to start off here with our f of x being equal to 6x plus 8. We want to find f at 6, so again, everywhere I see an x, I'm going to place a 6. So that's going to end up being 36 plus 8. 36 plus 8 is going to give me 44. So f at 6 is equal to 44. Okay, same thing for a plus 7. Wherever I see an x, I'm going to put a plus 7. So it's going to be 6 times a plus 7 plus 8. Again, to simplify this down, we need to distribute the 6. So that's going to give us 6a plus 42 plus 8. And then again, combining like terms right here with the 42 and the 8. So that's going to give us 6a plus 50. So f at a plus 7 is the same thing as 6a plus 50. Okay, so example number 3, again, I'm still using my same function from above, the 6x plus 8. Now I'm going to put in 1 over x, so I've got 6 times 1 over x plus 8. Again, I'm going to go ahead and place the 6 over 1 and multiply straight across. So that's going to end up giving us 6 over x plus 8, and we're going to stop right there with our simplification, and we end up with f at 1 over x is equal to 6 over x plus 8. Okay, so for our second problem in the your terms, we have f of x, oops, there we go. See if that f of x is equal to 4x plus 5 over 7x. Again, starting just with a number, kind of getting ourselves used to it. So we've got 4 times negative 5 plus 5 over 7 times negative 5. Again, needing to make sure that we simplify both the top and the bottom before we try to reduce or divide. So this is going to be negative 20 plus 5 over negative 35. A negative 20 plus 5 is going to give us negative 15 over negative 35. And we can definitely reduce that. We can divide out a 5, both top and bottom. And the other thing we can do is that we have a negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. So this is going to reduce down to 3 over 7. So we can write it out over here. F at negative 5 is equal to 3 over 7. Alright, so doing the same thing with our 3a plus 1. So we have 4 times 3a plus 1 plus 5 over 7 times 3a plus 1. So again, we need to make sure we distribute the 4 on the top and the 7 in the denominator. So on the top, that's going to give us 12a plus 4 plus 5 over 21a plus 7. Again, on the top here, we can add the 4 and the 5 together. So that's going to give us 12a plus 9 over 21a plus 7. Now, I know on the one we worked earlier, we were able to reduce because all of the numbers were divisible by the same thing. But if you notice here, yes, 9, 12, and 21 are divisible by 3. But that 7 is messing it up, and since the 7 isn't divisible by 3, we can't actually reduce this any further. So f at 3a plus 1 would equal 12a plus 9 over 21a plus 7. This would be our final answer there. Alright, so our last one, that's kind of the one I think we struggle with the most because we are putting a fraction into a fraction. So we're going to do 4 times 1 over a plus 5 divided by 7 times 1 over a. Again, you're going to do this just like we did the previous part, or part C of the previous problem. We're going to put it over 1 and we're going to multiply straight across so we don't have these two, a whole number times a fraction. So we're going to end up with, move that up, 4 over a plus 5 divided by 7 over a. And then again, the really cool thing about this is that anytime I have a denominator, especially like this one where they're actually the same exact number, I can get rid of that denominator by multiplying by it. So here I'm going to multiply by a, and I like to put it over 1. It just reminds me that I'm only multiplying the tops by 1. And if you need to, you can also put that 5 over 1 so you can see that there as well. And on the bottom I'm going to do the same thing, a over 1. So here's the cool part. So when we do this and we distribute, we get 4a over a plus 5a. And on the bottom we get 7a over a. And here's the part I love the most, is that these a's on the 4a cancel away, and these a's down here in the bottom with the 7a cancel away. So what we end up with is 4 plus 5a over 7. So f at 1 over a ends up being 4 plus 5a over 7.